So there's an animal dictionary that I'm given from the start. As you can see, why this mod is so good. Got ourselves a blaze burner. Yeah. Oh god no. 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 No, no. Okay. Oh okay. So this is the finished design of the andesite alloy farm, as you can see. We have a pipe here. This is all the modular diesel engines that we have. This is the finished building, as you can see. As you can see, this is the machine that's giving me items. The finished lumberyard. Does it look pretty? Okay, what are you? There we go. Finish building the building. Let me give you I have finished the part, as you can see. Let me give you a tour. Hi, it's done. So let me give you a tour. So basically this is from the iron, the tree farm. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have anything to say, leave it below. 10 episodes, 1000 days. What a journey we had. This movie will show you all the episodes from start to end. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for 100 subs. And without further ado, hey guys, Chili here and welcome to another series. Basically this series is Vanilla Plus with Create. So there's an animal dictionary that I'm given from the start. Grizzly bear. There's a lot of animals here, as you can see, that are passive. Some are not so good. Let me preface this from the start. I do not know about any of this mod. I just started playing this just a few minutes ago, and I just delved into the quest and what it's like. So it's basically vanilla with crate with some animals. I don't know if you can see him or her at a distance, maybe later. This is the Create Vanilla Plus mod. I don't know what to call it, but that is that. So this is our quest line. Basically there's a vanilla, and there's Create, storage, food, and mobs. We're gonna delve into the Create first. So the base game, basically get planks, crafting table, tools, and a sleeping bag. That's new. So I need to obtain any logs, so I'm just gonna jump down, hoping. Okay. Let's try that again. Let me jump down. Oh. Okay, I survive for a bit. So there's that. Okay, we just obtained some logs so we can complete you. Base game. Basically, I want to find a cave right now so that we have. Okay, I think I found one. To grab some stones. Hi. Hi, I don't have anything. You have health boost? Well, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. That was close. So I'm gonna make me a sword. Do not come. Nope. Basically, I need to make a sword like that. And put some distance. What? No. No. Okay. I got a backpack. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So I can place this backpack right there. So we can open the backpack with the press of the letter B. So that's good. Let me grab you as well to make me some torches. I think we're gonna camp out here for tonight. I think I just found myself a base and a cave at the same time. I would love to build something here. And yeah, some monkeys. And I didn't bring my sleeping bag. That's good. And some torches. I didn't bring some torches. Wait, wait. I'm close to my base. Oh, I can't reach you? Really? There we go. Shoot each other. There we go. What the hell are you doing? Okay. We're getting somewhere. Um. Okay, we're going somewhere. Come on. Don't have all day. Come on. Good job, you. So I was thinking to myself, there's create, there's a create mod here, right? And I was thinking we could make ourselves a lift, a working lift with create, like going down from going down here, and then basically an elevator. I don't know if you can make that yet. I have to research how to make an elevator, but I think we can with the resources we have. I have 39 iron as of now, and I want to make a base right there. Right there, right? So I'm gonna get my things and move down there, and I'm gonna watch some tutorials on how to make a lift and create. Well, um, how do you say this? I was a bit ambitious of making an elevator. It looks like it's not gonna be an easy task for the current state that we're in, but in, I promise you, in the future, I will make an elevator going to that spot. But for now, we are building a base right here on top for an easy access of stuff, trees and like that. And also, I got a waystone. That's good. And I set it to base. What I want to make for today is the create stuff. So the basics of create is basically um, an andesite alloy. An andesite alloy is one of the most crucial materials in create. Basically, it makes for example, the shaft, which is very important, like the mechanical belt, the windmill, a cart assembler, andesite casing, which is one of the most uh, important block in create, gearbox, cogwheel, a large cogwheel, and the wrench, and also all those stuff. So basically, to make an andesite alloy is to get andesite and iron nuggets, which we have. I have an andesite alloy, right? The next tier is to make me a shaft. So I'm gonna grab that, grab that. So I wanna make me a clipboard, which is pretty easy. Just get a plank, paper, and andesite alloy, which I can make, but let me make another chest real quick. Okay. While I'm waiting for this sugarcane to grow, I can make myself a shaft, which is pretty easy with 2 andesite alloys, like that, in a stick pattern. We have ourselves a shaft. So what I want to make next is a cogwheel, which is pretty easy. I think I need logs and wait, let me see. Cogwheel. Cogwheel. Like that. We have ourselves a cogwheel. So let's grab that and for other cogwheels, and we can make a wrench, which is the most useful or the most used item in crate. So to make a wrench is we need gold sheets, right? To make gold sheets. Hi, a hummingbird. You're not humming. You're vibrating. You're vibrating. You're not humming. I want to make a press machine as early as possible to compress materials like gold, iron, and all those stuff. And I want to do a large cogwheel, which is, I think, can make it. Yeah. So with that, we can go to a water wheel, which is pretty easy, which is wood, some wood, and a large cogwheel, a smaller cogwheel. Uh, Wait, bamboo planks. Oh, dummy. I need a shaft and some planks, which we have. So we have that. Let's confirm you and let's confirm you. There's a large water wheel now. I know how, yeah, I know how this works, so I'll grab that. So our next thing is to build me a press, which is, oh, there it is. So for that, we need to make an andesite casing. To make an andesite casing is, so we have logs, right? You need to place the logs right here, like so. And basically let them be stripped and right click the strip logs with an andesite alloy. That's how you get andesite casing. Oh, that's a freaking crocodile. Nope. That's a crocodile or an alligator. I don't wanna know. Ah, yep. Nope. Nope. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. An ant chamber? Oh, that's a massive ant. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with them. There's a whale. There's a whale, dude. So basically, this is our setup for our pressing machine. It's not beautiful, it's not efficient in any means, but it's functional as of right now. So let me show you. So basically, this whole machine does is press things. So I have set up an andesite belt funnel right here and another one right here. This basically acts like a hopper that will send an item to the belt, and this same item will receive that belt and put it into a chest. So let me demonstrate for you. Let me demonstrate for you. But right now I need to go to bed. So let me compress iron just like that. Boink and boink and boink. As you can see, why this mod is so good. It's satisfying. So we have an iron sheet for for the future, but basically it's so easy to get started and create. Basically, you need a little time to get some iron. Once you have iron, basic materials like golds, redstone, and iron, diamond in your set. for the mod crate. Basically, in between episodes, I built me a platform which houses my stuff. And I made some blast furnace to make quick progressions of the things I want to use. And as you can see, I've organized all my stuff. It's all been organized. And it made me a farm as well. How cute. Yes, and I know, this is frame. You can put materials here, but I like the look of that. It looks like a fence, doesn't it? It looks like a fence. That's why I didn't change the texture, but I did use it on here, the frame stairs. And I love the texture of this, like the transition. Oh, so good. On today's episodes, we're not gonna be focusing on what I built. We're gonna make quarry, but that's not gonna happen until later. Make sure to stick to that until the end. The pigs are super noisy, but our objective for now is to go to the nether. But before we head to the nether, we need to make a blaze burner, which is here. So to make a blaze burner is pretty simple, which requires netherrack and some iron sheet. If you didn't watch the last episode, you'd know how to make an iron sheet by now. So basically an iron sheet is just a pressing machine with an iron ingot. Basically it's that machine right over there, presses the ingot and makes it into a sheet basically. So I have 5 iron sheets. I already told you how to make those, and I've given myself the courtesy to farm up some diamonds to make me another portal. So with that, I'm gonna find me some lava. I have lava here, but I'm not gonna use it right now because I can find lava. So we got the obsidian and we're ready to go to the nether. I'm planning to put the portal down here so it doesn't make any noise. Just like that. Well, bam! You have yourself another portal. Oh, and yes, and between episodes I installed vein miner. Just like that, we have full iron gear. So we are ready to go to the nether. Our objective in the nether is pretty easy. Got myself some netherrack and some quartz. And don't provoke anything because it's not worth it. So we're back home. Let me deposit all of those nether quartz and all of this netherrack. So we need 1. And basically craft me a blaze burner. Just like that, we have a blaze burner. And let's go back into the nether. Okay. Well, okay. Managed to find me another fortress right here, a bastion tier 2 or tier 3 right here. And I think that's all I need. But first I need to mark this just like that. We should be able to make ourselves another fortress. A terrible fortress. Yep, come here. Freaking hell. So I need to find myself some loot as well as a blaze. Speaking of blaze, there's one. There we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go back, let's go back. We don't want to overstay our welcome. Oh god. Fuck, 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 almost died. We got ourselves a blaze burner. Yeah. What the hell do we need a blaze burner for? For this, because we need a mechanical mixer and a basin. And why do you need that? Because for brass. In order to make brass, you need to mix zinc and copper to make brass with the blaze burner. So I installed a mod which I'm very familiar with. It's called Simple Storage Network. So basically, it's a beginner type of network setup. So you can have all your stuff in one storage table. Basically, we need is a storage network root, which we need a diamond and a network cable and quartz. So what we need is to smelt some cobblestone because we need some stone slabs, and for this we need some storage cables. We need stone slabs, right? This quartz and diamonds, which we have, and this we can make some gold and the storage inventory, which we need them cables. So basically we need stone. So we have the cables we need to make you next. So we need quartz and diamonds. It's fairly simple, and use some gold and then some 4 crafting tables, which is fairly easy to make. There we go. And there we go. And I believe this doesn't require what do you call power, which is good. What we can do is connect this chest, right? Connect all of these chests together and grab me another network cable, please. Thank you. Connect it to there. So we have our stuff here, as you can see, and we can dump all our items into this chest, which is wonderful. Thank God it stopped. So we upgraded our system with this. So basically, if we grab, let's say, this rotten flesh, let's put it up here, it shows the rotten flesh. If I put it here, it shows the rotten flesh. So it's a pretty neat system, and I don't need to organize as much. And I can put this all underground, which I'm gonna do so it doesn't look hideous. I'm gonna move the waystone to right here and put the network storage right here in the middle. So let me move my storage system underneath, and I'm gonna be back with you guys. Basically, I have moved my entire storage underneath. As you can see, let me give you a tour of storage. Basically, this is the storage down below. It's linked up to a network cable, and then at the back we are basically connected by the link cables, which is not connecting for some reason. There we go. Just need some finesse. Not there. And just like that. Our next objective is to make me a tree farm, because I'm tired cutting down trees using my durability of my axe, and I have the create mod to do it for me. So you need these ingredients for the tree farm. You need the mechanical saw, deployer, mechanical bearing, and any blocks, but you need a portable storage interface. Basically, what I have done is create another water wheel behind there, which is powering our conveyor belts, one here and the shaft going into here, which is going the right direction, going to right there. So let's test it out. Copper and zinc. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Oh god no. Oh god no, go no 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 no. Okay. So I'm gonna put blocks, okay, like so. This is what that's gonna do is this is basically connected to this block. So what I'm gonna do is make 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's gonna do is what I'm gonna do is super glue this point through here. So basically what does the super glue is connected all of these blocks together. Next is get your mechanical saw. You're so noisy. Get your mechanical saw right here. Place that one. Nope. Place that right there. In the front where you want it, and make sure to connect them with super glue. So I want to build up right here. I think it's this height. Yeah. Get your deployers facing down. Just like that. Make sure there are filters right here. Nope. So every time you place the deployer right, make sure to, to filter it on the side. Which is what? Who does that? It's much better if it's placed right here. But who cares? So make sure to super glue this. Oh, never mind. Like that. And make sure to super glue you to there. Like there, right there. Be sure to glue that again. And let's fire it up, baby. Let's right click that. And oh my god, it lagged. Okay. So what I want to do is connect this to the storage network. Basically, this chest is gonna be connected to the storage network, which is gonna follow a line right here. Gonna go follow a line right here. So let me do that real quick. So, cause I'm tired of getting back and forth to the farm, and let me do that real quick. So I've connected the chest right there to right here. Let me show you. I've routed a cable through here. It goes right through here and right through here. And I made a waypoint so it's easier for me to pinpoint the chest. So this is the chest right here using the link cable and the cable that is connected through here. Okay, my bad. I don't need the link cable. I need nope. I need an import cable. So an import cable does is basically gonna import items. Basically it's gonna extract items from this chest. It's gonna put it into my ME, air quotes, ME system. So that's gonna be that. Let me remove you. Let me delete you. Okay. Oh, okay. No. A cave centipede. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. It hurts. Go back. Oh my god. What the hell is that, dude? In between episodes, I've been busy because I've been sprucing up the place. Let me show you. First of all, as you can see, I moved the farm from there to there. There's a sneak peek right there over there. I'm gonna show you later what I built over there, but for the meantime, focus on the farm. So the farm is consist with tomatoes, carrots, cabbages, and wheat. And also I added some sheeps and cows. I'll explain that later. In the last episode, I told you I'd make a tunnel bore system, or let's say a quarry. Well, this is my definition of a quarry. As you saw in the intro, I was writing on this, and it's pretty efficient. It's basically infinite. I watched a tutorial on YouTube on how to make this contraption, and I will put his video link in the description. So basically, it's a basic machine that has drills on the front. This deployer will deploy our powered rails, and this deployer is gonna place blocks beneath the powered rail. So for instance, lava, or let's say water, or a hole in some way, is gonna place a block down so that the power rail will have a block to be placed on. And this deployer will deploy the redstone block that will power the powered rails. And in the back, it's pretty easy. I got two gold chests that will hold the ores and the deep slate. The mechanical plow will plow the powered rails and put it back into the system, and this will place it again. Basically, it's infinite loop. And this drill here is responsible for the breaking of the redstone blocks and put it back into the system, and then we'll place it back down. Basically, it's infinite. And I got to right here. So back to the base. You're wondering, what the hell is that building? And where did all the construction that I built go? So this is a work in progress. This building is, I've been working on this in between episode, gathering the granite and andesite to build this whole thing. And I rebuilt our mechanical press system and our mechanical mixer system. As you can see, it's more tidy, and I made it compact. So there's a water wheel below this powering the whole system, and along with a lot of gearbox involved. In this episode of Create Perfect World, we're gonna make an automatic andesite alloy farm, and that will give us infinite amount of andesite for free. But for now, what I want to do is, I've looked at the map, and there's a lot of village that I have uncovered that I didn't explore just yet. For example, I was caving here, and it has uncovered this. If you can see, this is not a normal village right there and right there. And I'm lucky there's one here and one here so close together, another one right over here. And I want to visit them in this episode because I'm curious, and along the way I would like to get some lava for the automatic andesite farm. Well, I just spent all the iron. Finally, the rain has stopped. But what I want to talk about is, I made a tank upgrade in my backpack so I can carry a lot of lava. We're all set for our adventure, and let's go. The village is not far from here. It's 125. It should be over this hill. And there it is. So this is the village. It's a lot nicer. Damn. Joey, my friend. There's a head here. That's not creepy at all. Piper, what's up? Free bow. Hour of regeneration, leaping, slow falling. I'm not gonna steal anything, but I'm gonna steal you. Sorry, Liana. Start puzzle. What puzzle? Oh, it's a parkour. Okay, you can do this. Pretty. Okay. Pretty easy parkour. Why? Basically, I have to wall run. There we go. And iron. More parkour. Why? Really? Yeah. Take more bread and emerald. But I'm the master. What? Really? Rotten flesh? Made it. And our reward is rotten flesh. Really? Some lapis? I thought it's gonna be diamonds. Now that we're home and our adventure is over, we're gonna start making our automatic andesite alloy farm. So if you noticed in the beginning or while we're exploring, I have already have the materials here crafted before this episode even got recorded. I'm gonna start building it here, right here. I think it's 3 wide, I don't know. But I'm gonna start building it here, and I'm gonna show you when I'm finished, and I'm gonna explain it to you as best that I can. So meet you when I'm done. So this is the finished design of the andesite alloy farm. As you can see, it's making me an andesite alloy. So basically, let me show you. This is a cobblestone generator right here. And then mechanical drill is drilling them out, and then the mill is turning them into gravel, right? Then going to a chute, and then going through chest. And this is a brass belt funnel, which only shoots 10 gravel at a time because it's set right there via extract amount, right? And then under the belt, as you can see, there's a fan and water that's basically cleaning up the gravel, turning it into flint and iron nuggets. And then this brass tunnel is connected, right? The iron nugget will send out here, and the flint is going in here, I think. And the gravel is going straight through here because it's needed in here. So basically there are filters in the brass belt funnel, which is filtering gravel right here, and then this one is filtering out iron nuggets. To make andesite is basically gravel, flint, and lava. Okay, with the lava production, let me show you. To generate lava, there's a lava pool here above, and then dripstone. Basically it's infinite lava source, but it's painfully slow to generate lava. So there's 8 of them, so it makes the process a lot faster, I guess. And then there are fluid pipes that collects the lava from here and going straight into this basin to make andesite. Then the andesite gets through here, through an andesite belt funnel, then it makes andesite alloy. That's basically the gist of the machine, and powering it all is a wind turbine. If you look at back here, I know it's complicated, but it's actually not. So basically power is going straight down here to a gearbox, and then straight to a rotational speed controller. I've set mine to 22, but default is 16. You can change the speed by holding right click, like that, if you want your machines to go so very, very slow. I don't know why you would do that, but I will set mine back to 22 because 23, it will stop the machines. It will be overstressed, so I'm gonna put mine to 22. Actually, this default is 16, so I'm gonna leave mine at default because I don't need the speed because the lava can't even keep up. There are encased chain drives going through the belt, going through the drill. Above the rotational speed controller, there's a cog. And the cog is connected to another cog, large cog and then the large cog is connected to a cogwheel. This cogwheel is powering the mills, and it's going through a shaft going to a vertical gearbox and a shaft going straight to the belt, which powers the whole system. So basically that's it. This is getting power from here. As you can see, the belt is here. There's a shaft beneath the belt, which is powering the belt itself, but it's going to the gearbox, powering the mechanical press, at the same time the mechanical pump. Same goes through here, a vertical gearbox going to a shaft, going to a cogwheel, and to the mechanical mixer. That's basically the gist of the machine. It's fairly simple and ideal, but it's very complex actually. So make sure if you build this machine, make sure to jumpstart the machine by filling up the cauldron with lava. if you're unlucky like me, that doesn't generate a ton of lava at the start. And I almost forget to mention, this design is created by Taralore. I'm gonna leave the full video in the description if you want to learn more, if you want to recreate the system step by step. It's really good. It's a really good tutorial on how to build an automatic andesite alloy farm. So if you want, I'm gonna leave the link down below. Usually, in the create mod, the highest farm to create power is through the steam engine. And that is why we're using diesel engines. Why are you using diesel engines instead of steam powered engines? Steam engines is usually more easier. Steam engine needs water, heat, and a tank, and steam engines is pretty cheap to make. For the diesel engines, like this one, you need what's called biofuel. In order to get biodiesel, you need plant oil and ethanol. To get plant oil, it's basically some seeds and a compacting machine. And then for the ethanol, it's bone meal and sugar, potato or tomato or sugarcane. But before we do all that, come closer, too close. I want to show you something. And it's around this storage request table. It's a building, it's finished. Let me give you a tour. First, when you enter this massive entrance, you'll be greeted with a display board that tells what's the contents of this chest. Basically, it's full. So we have 2k gravel, 676 andesite alloys, 297 nuggets, and 1 cobblestone. Why is there cobblestone? I don't know. If you go through here, you can see the items are getting transported to their designated machines. And through here, a little like bridge at the top. It's a nice touch, like for a machine. This is some sort of delivery bay. When a truck enters through here, back through up, and then get your items. And when you come through here, this is not finished. As you can tell, I've moved my pressing machine and my mixer right here, so it doesn't use up this space, which I think it looks pretty good. And this is for just aesthetics. Don't have really our ladder to get on, and we have lights. The main reason why I want to have a separate building for my energy, or let's say the combustion part, is because of that. And also this. I made this platform next to our factory so that we can make fuel for our diesel engine, which is plant oil and ethanol. So for the plant oil, it's pretty easy. You're just gonna need a basin and a mechanical press, which is fairly easy. Just like that and like that. You have yourself a plant oil. Just pop it there, and with power, this is gonna do its thing. But we're gonna automate this. First, let's make a farm. So finished up the machine, this is what it looks like. So let me go down here. Cog, you know how this works. Connected to a gearbox, and a vertical gearbox. It's sending power through this gearbox, powering the belt, and also powering this gearbox and this gearbox, powering this large cogwheel and this small cogwheel, which powers our mechanical pump. Let's bone meal some of these so it will harvest and replant, to see if we had a successful job of making this. Oh, I forgot to hook up this. Okay, now it's fixed. There we go. It should, yeah. It is working properly. And we're getting plant oil. That's good to see. As you can see, it's a pretty compact system, except for the wheat farm because it takes up a lot of space. But I can deal with that later. I'm gonna decorate this whole thing. I'm gonna put a separate building just for this machine. So if you search biodiesel, plant oil, and ethanol, right? For the plant oil, you can use tomato seeds. Yeah, you can use tomato seeds, and for the ethanol, you can use potato right here. I mean tomato. Yeah, you can. So I'm just gonna convert all of these into tomatoes, so it will be quite a compact system. There we go. And use you. Yes, it will. So this is gonna change because we're gonna make this into one conveyor belt, which is gonna be great. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna work on that design and should be more compact than I thought. So let me give you a tour of what I've done. So you all know the tomato farm, right? The tomato farm produces seeds and tomato. The contents gets delivered to the brass tunnel, which is separated the items. This line of belt will deliver the potatoes to the basin that produces ethanol, I think. Yeah, ethanol. This line of belt is responsible for the seeds, delivering it to the basin, and then it crushes it down. The crushing machine crushes the seeds down, and thanks to the fluid pipe, it's going through a basin, which makes biodiesel. And this line here, I basically went to the nether, get some bone blocks, and then make some bone meal because you have no way to automate bone meal as of now. So it doesn't take much bone meal, so it's gonna last a long time, I think. So basically this is the process of the automation process. Good thing we narrowed down the tomato seeds into one, so that's all good. We have biofuel. Okay, I've been thinking, right, that the tomato doesn't actually drop seeds. So tomato will come out here and then split into two with a brass tunnel, and then goes to an andesite belt through a mechanical crafter, which I have to make, and then goes to the basin, which is a bit more, but I think it's worth it. So this is the final design. So basically, potatoes will go. Oh, I'm just gonna mind that later. Tomatoes will come from here, and then tomatoes will be belt driven through here through a brass tunnel, which is separated equally. Where's there a seed there? Which gets separated equally through a brass tunnel, and then this line goes to a mechanical crafter that crafts the potato into potato seeds, and then the potato seed will go into basin, which is crushed to get seeds. That's basically the process. The same thing goes to here. Nothing has changed over here. Now we know how to make biofuel and we know how to automate it. We're gonna deconstruct the whole thing and build a building around it so it looks nice. And that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back with you guys when I'm finished with the building. Ladies and gentlemen, it's done. First, when you enter the building, you'll be greeted with a display board that tells you how much biofuel it has, how much plant oil and ethanol it has, and the total capacity of the building and available stress units it has. When you enter, you'll be greeted with the fluid tanks, which contains the plant oil, the biodiesel, and the ethanol. This is the machine which is responsible for the making of the fuel. This line is responsible for the plant oil production. So potatoes goes here, goes to the mechanical crafter, craft that into seeds, and goes through the basin that turns into plant oil. And this line is responsible for the making of the ethanol. Basically, bone meal gets from here, goes to this basin with a lid, and tomatoes get sent in through here to make ethanol, as you can see. And then all of that goes to a pipe down below, as you can see, goes to the respective tanks and goes under and goes through the basin, which makes the biodiesel. And we go up here. This is all the modular diesel engines that we have. It's connected together, creating 12,288 stress units. this line of engine, this engine is responsible for the production down below, and also the construction down there. Let me show you. As you can see down the building, this is all the potatoes, and the piping goes together. Basically, it's a complicated system which houses a lot of mechanical pumps and pumps at the same time routed, so it doesn't interfere with one another. If you don't know, pipes interfere if you don't right click them with a wrench, and the power goes down here through there inside the building, and that is responsible for powering this behemoth of the construction. This is where the fan of the machine and all the wiring goodies of the machine is. This is the mixer, and that is the pressing machine. For my needs, and in the future, we could upgrade those engines down the line, but for now, it is a lot of power. As you can see, we have 14,400 stress units available to us, which is a lot considering we are powering the andesite farm and all those machines, and also powering the fuel production right here. There's gonna be a lot of machines in the future that we're gonna build together, so there's that. In today's episode, we're gonna be building an iron farm, but before that, I want to show you something. I've been busy. So this is our factories, right? This is the andesite factory in our power station, and the new building that I just finished building, which is a recreation of this building. I built this building using the schematic cannon, which is surprisingly easy to make. This is the recipe for the schematic cannon. Basically, it requires 2 smooth stone, a dispenser, strip out logs or any logs, and 2 blocks of iron. And you need a schematic table to copy and paste your quote-unquote files to it. So you're gonna put a schematic right here and press this, and then click check, and that will give you your structure. And you need your structure to be pasted before you can print it out and put it in the cannon. And this requires gunpowder to power it all. I think it requires one gunpowder for 400 blocks. Don't quote me on that, please. I don't know. So let me give you a tour of the new building. Oh, and I'm missing a couple of blocks. Pop, pop, pop. So let me give you a tour of this place. First, I kept this display board because I want the information displaying here and how much iron we're making. And here is gonna be the factory right behind here. This is all the magic's gonna happen, and then the conveyor belt, we're gonna send items through here to a chest or an item vault. I don't know, I'm not sure of the design. And this is quote unquote the drive bay area, which is connected to the andesite farm. And yeah, that's basically it for the tour. For the iron farm, I don't know what is the design. I've looked up some tutorials in YouTube on how to create an iron farm. Basically, the principle is so basically, to get iron, you need first cobblestone, and then cobblestone gets crushed and then turns into the mill or crushing wheels and turns into gravel. When you have the gravel, you need a fan to wash the gravel out to get yourself some iron and flint. Once you have the iron nugget, you need a crushing machine like this one. But instead of belts, you need a basin under the crushing machine to get yourself some iron. Basically, you need 9 iron nuggets to make 1 iron ingot. So you know how to make an iron farm. The problem is how to construct it. Well, I don't know. That's why I'm giving myself some creativity here. So I'm gonna work on a design that will fit right here, and I'll be right back with you guys. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So guys, we're back and I have finished the iron farm, and let me show you. So what I've done here, this massive construction that I built to fit in this space, is not the most I will preface this in advance. This is not the most efficient machine or nor the cheapest machine to make. Basically, I have built this machine on what I learned in Create, which clearly says that I didn't learn enough. But it's working and I'm happy because I work on this for 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I lost track of time. I started recording at 5. Now it's 8. Yeah, maybe 3 hours or 2 hours or 1.5. Maybe, I don't know. Let me give you a brief tour on what I've built. So the power for this machine is getting from our power factor right here, and it's going through a line down there. Let me show you. Let me go to cheat mode real quick. Just free cam. If you go down here, as you can see, it's connected all the way through here to our power factory. I'll explain that sound in a bit. What I've done here is basically there's a cobble generator on both sides getting crushed, getting drilled by drills. And then the cobblestone is getting crushed by these massive crushing wheels, as you can see. And it's not cheap to run this. Let me preface, there are 8 of these in this tiny room. 8 of them, crushing all of them cobblestone. And then the gravel will go down here to this conveyor belt, which is getting washed, as you can see by the fans down below. Oh, I don't want to do that. As you can see, there's fans down below blowing water to wash them, same as this side. And then power is getting straight through here, powering these conveyor belts right here and there. And then the power is continued running through here, goes up to the crushing wheels, same as here. Oh. Next, I attach a rotational speed controllers through the drill so it mines slowly so that the crushing wheels can keep up with the load. This is where I made a mistake because I'm trying to figure out for a half an hour what did I did wrong, why is it not falling down. It's because the drills are too fast for the crushing wheels. So I've put this rotational speed controller right over here and made the drills slow, and that solved the issue. As you can see, it says to 15 right now. I could set it to lower, but it's working at 15. Oh, the lag. It's working at 15. And this chest is hooked up to 3 brass funnels. This is filtered going in with flint and iron nuggets. This brass funnel is dumping out flint, as you can see right there. This brass funnel is filtered by iron nuggets, which is getting sent to here to the crushing machine where it's getting crushed and sent to this chest and forms an iron ingot, as you can see. For those veterans of Create watching are screaming right now, like, why didn't you use this or that or this or that? It's easier, it's cheaper, and most of all, it doesn't stress you out. And by the way, to obtain these crushing wheels, you need this mechanical crafter, which I have hooked up, which it's really cheap to make. Basically, this is the crafting recipe. As you know, I'm rich in andesite alloy right now. So you need planks and stone and andesite alloy, which is pretty easy. It gives you 2 crushing wheels and it's basically a glorified crafting table. So basically that's it for the iron farm. And it's lagging my game like crazy. I think you can't hear me right now, but let me explain to you what this is. So basically, I have extended all my generators, creating 43,000 stress units. As you can see right here by the stress meter, we're currently, the network stress is high. The remaining capacity of this machine is 8,064. Basically, it's a lot. Those crushing wheels are taking a lot of stress, and as you can see, I built all of these modular diesel generators, which I'm gonna put silencers, aka mufflers, on them to make them silent because it's so loud in here I can't even hear myself speaking. What I want to do now is decorate this part of my base right here, basically connecting the iron farm and the andesite farm right there, right there, and right there. to make this place look a lot like a factory. So I'm gonna do that right now and just like... And we're back. As you can see, there's a lot of detail. Let me show you. So what I did is chip some gravel. Basically, there's a lot of gravel. Using the chip mod, as you can see, there's dirty gravel, rough gravel, dusty gravel, gravel, and safe gravel. Basically, I have a gravel generator right there, so I don't need to worry about gravel. And I use frame button as to look as rocks, and then I place some frame slopes, and then some corner frame slopes, and then some floorboards, I mean, using this. And it turns out really nice. It looks like industrial look, which I like, which I was going for. So you can see right here the details. It's just like, oh. And a big shout out for Foxy No Tail for giving me the inspiration to do this, because I watched his video and I found it very detailed, and he gave me the idea to do this. So kudos to you. And I'm not good at building custom trees. I tried my best, but this is my best. So yeah, don't laugh at it, please, because this will hurt my feelings. Let me go to free camo right here. As you can see, I'm right here. Hi. So tell me guys how it looks. To be honest, I think it looks really nice. It looks like an industrial area. And in the future, I'm going to deconstruct this whole thing, because there's gonna be a road going down right here and right here. As you know, I have flattened this area out, as you can see. And if you notice it in the start of the video, leave a comment down below saying you notice it. And for the next episode, there's a sneak peek on what I'm going to do right over there. And I think it looks nice. It looks very industrial. I'm gonna do the same over there, and probably the same over here, because we're gonna have buildings all along this area, and all along this area, and all along in this area. And I'm planning to make a quarry right down here. That's basically the plan. Look at our starting base. It looks kind of nice, actually. Now we have details like that. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. In the last episode, we have built this and this. We have decorated this whole place. You can see in between episodes I've been busy. So this is what I built in between. Oh, and I'm missing a seed right there. In between episodes, I have built this behind our power factory station, whatever you call it, biofuel factory. Yeah, let's call it that, biofuel factory. We have built this, and I did this. Basically, I have extended the farm to back here, because we have a ton of engines right here running, and with silencers. Thank God it's quiet and peaceful here. So that's why we built this, to basically sustain the fuel usage and even more. And it looks like we're maintaining it just so fine. And I added this pathway going through here to the main area. And I added some shipping crates and some tanks. Ooh, the lag. Some shipping crates and the tanks for aesthetic purpose. This tank has a purpose, this doesn't. And I even changed this machine out. So basically, tomatoes come from here, and I added a door here. Basically, tomatoes will come out of there when it's done. It's supposed to come out of here through a brass funnel. Tomatoes will come up here, and we'll go all the way through here and go through here. So I've extended the brass funnels into 4 to cater 2 mechanical crafters and 2 basin for the purpose of plant oil. And then I added 2 more basin with lids to cater our ethanol. And our ethanol production is just doing fine, as you can see right there. And back here, and I also upgraded this. Basically it's the same system, but I just added a few more things. And the pipes, that was loud. The pipes are all connected down below, going through there. And I also moved this, the mixer, right here instead of here because we have a door here now. So that's basically all the new stuff I did in between episodes. Ooh, 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 yeah. And I also dug out this area for our road, but I need to deconstruct all of this, but I don't know where to put this stuff. Let me know down below if you have any suggestions, like a house or maybe another factory. I don't know, maybe a building, skyscraper. Please do let me know in the comment section down below. Please, please. Before we get into today's episode, I would like to complete some couple of quests. So basically, we have a lot of quests we didn't claim. First is a shovel. Okay, we'll pick. Actually, I would like dark oak and some XP. One. It gave me one. Next is the hoe. I would like dark oak again, and it gave me one. That's nice. Just like that, we have completed every single one. I mean, check every single one, not completed, I wish. And that leads me into today's episode. What I want to build is a barn. Why should I build a barn? Is because of this enchantment. To create confectionery. Basically, it's all sweets like candy. Yeah, it's basically all candy. But we need, for example, if you want to make honey candy, we need honey and wheat flour and sugar. Basically, you get wheat flour for wheat by crushing them or milling them or basing with the lid. As you saw in the last episode, you have seen the block palette that I'm gonna go. Basically, this is for the barn itself, and this is for the roof. And this is for like decoration stuff. Yes, this is for the decoration and stuff. And we have a botanist workbench, a mason table, and carpenter's table ready. So I have an image here. On what I want to build. I'm gonna build it real quick. We have all the materials right here. As you can see, I've been grinding all morning. Right there and right there. All of this netherrack. So let me build this structure and I'll be back with you guys. This is the finished building. Oh, not that. That's the picture. That's the reference I use. This is the finished building, as you can see. And let me give you a tour. The block palette has been changed. This is the roof I was going to use, but I instead used the quartz pillar, as you can see right here. And we have not used all the blocks. As you can see, none of the mud pillars has been used, but I think it looks good. Actually, the original picture that I used for a reference is not the best, so I looked for another one, and this is what I found. It looks like a mansion, more like a barn. And for the windows, I used the frame double stairs right all over here as a border. I think it looks good. And I used diorite for window panes for the windows. As you can see, it opens and closes. And for the door, I used the garage door from Macau's doors, as you can see. And the inside doesn't look too good because if I use frame double stairs, as you can see, it leaves a white outline, but I don't really care about that. What I care is about all in the outside. And we have this as our, kind of roofy thingy. And I'm pissed off because it's not centered because this is 4 blocks wide. This is 1 block wide. So it needs to be 5, but it doesn't fit when it's 5 blocks wide. Next, and then agenda. I'm full. My storage is full. Next agenda is to make a refined storage unit because I'm out of storage as of now. And I don't want to keep adding chests because chests are entity. As you can see, my game is lagging. No, it's not. But earlier, it's lagging. because we have a lot of machines. I don't want to keep adding more, so I'm gonna use refined storage unit for that. And the basic recipe for the refined storage unit is basically raw processors and then cook them up and then craft yourself some 1K 64K. Basically, this is all the refined storage unit you should use. And the first thing is the controller. To make a controller is basically quartz in which iron and then some silicon. To get silicon, you need to smelt some nether quartz. So I'm just gonna do that, and we're low on nether quartz. So I'm just gonna, whilst that cooking, I'm gonna go to the nether and grab myself some few nether quartz. Ow. But before we go to the nether, I'm gonna make myself a jetpack to make my life easier collecting nether quartz and nether. So how do we craft a jetpack, you may ask? It's quite basic actually. To craft yourself a jetpack is basically cogwheels, some brass if you're using the brass jetpack, and you just need a steam engine. For a steam engine, it's quite a process, but it's not damn hard. All you need is 3 cogwheels, 3 large cogwheels, 3 propellers, and then 3 andesite alloy to make this. So first is you need a brush sheet. So I'm just gonna do this process and I'll be right back. In the last episode, if you didn't watch it, I made this mechanical crafter to be able to make those crushing wheels. I think the crafting recipe goes with this in the middle, brass, and then fans at the end, I think. Let me double check. Fans there and right there, and then cogwheels at the top, 1, 2, and 3, and we're missing something. Yeah, and then the side alloy, which goes right there. And why are you not crafting it? Steam engine right here, and the side alloy right there. Encase fans right there, and right there, and cogwheels at the top. Nope, not that, not there. There we go. You have yourself a jetpack. And I don't know how to fly this thing. Okay, there we go. Now I'm flying. Ouch. So basically, what you need to do is to have water, this in your offhand. Basic pressing Q. You need to press Q when your brass jetpack is in your offhand and then your water bucket on your main hand. So basic pressing Q, that will fuel up your jetpack. Good thing we have a lot of wood right here. So by pressing Q, you can hold Q to fuel up your jetpack with fuel. So let me just do that, just like that. Don't mean to do that. Basically, that's it. We have a jetpack now. That's good. Whee! Ouch. Look at me flying. We have a jetpack. So let's go to the nether, collect some quartz, and I'll be right back. Another one here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What the hell are you? Oh, hi, gas. Oh, that's, you drop gunpowder, but not tears. And we're also gonna grab those. I think this should be enough. So our silicon is done cooking right now, and I'm gonna add one more. Then I should be not able to store our nether quartz. So that's gonna be a problem. So we need to do this fast. Next step is to craft some raw basic silicon. Basically, you need some processing binding, which requires slime balls, and I'm gonna show you how to get slime balls in a little bit. So for now, I'm gonna craft 32 of those, and just like that, we have a raw processor. And what are we missing? Silicon. Just dump you in the machine. And I think, let me grab a couple of these and start. And what are we missing? Iron? No problem. I have a lot of iron here. There we go. I think then grab 15. 15 should be good for now. And let me cook you up real quick because we need those a little bit. Next is we're gonna grab some raw improved processors, and I think I'm gonna grab a couple of these for now. I think we're gonna grab 10. That should be good. And some raw advanced processors. And I'm gonna make 10 of these also. We ran out. We have run out of processor binding. Oh god. Can we make string by any chance? Crushing wool or milling. I think we have some wool right here. Yeah, we have. Let me crush you real quick, and it should be good. Oh yeah, and I've created a milling machine right over here, which is pretty good, I must say. And I'm proud. Scrap all of those, another 32, and we're all out of slime. So let me make a couple of these. That should do it. Should be, nope. Can you make, nope. Can you, nope. There we go. We should be able to make 64K storage drive, and we need to make a this, which is fairly easy, and we have a 64K drive. The next on our list is this drive. For this drive, you need quartz enriched iron, chest, machine casing, and advanced processor. To make a machine casing, you need quartz and stone. I think we have stone, and I think we all have that, so please, yeah. Should be able to make you. Yes, thank you. And for the controller, we need quartz enriched iron, and I think we have all of that. Yes. And the next is our crafting grid, which is fairly easy. Viewing items, yeah. I don't like to view items, I need to craft an item. So there we go. We have the components to our fine storage unit, and I'm gonna set it up right over here. What I'm gonna do is controller right there, this drive right there, and a crafting grid right there. And you're saying to yourself, how do you get power in Create? There's no power making system in Create. And that's what you're wrong, my friend. I have downloaded a mod that converts SU to RF, which we need an alternator, an electric motor. I just think we need an alternator. We need an alternator to convert stress units into RF. So, enabled to do that, we need andesite alloy, some copper sheets, some copper spool, iron rod, and some capacitors. So for the copper spool, it's pretty easy to make. Just some copper wire, which is we need the rolling mill, which is pretty easy to make by itself. And I think, yeah, iron sheets right here. For a rolling mill, you need RF, of course. So I'm gonna put a little system right here that will convert it into a wire. So I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I have constructed some wooden posts for the wires to connect, and I tried to connect this connector to this, and it's too long. But I have a solution for that, which is connect to the side of this building, which is gonna be, I think, right there, and another one there. I hope this should connect. Let me see. From you to you. Yes, it connects. Okay, good. Then you to you. Yes, you to you. Then you to you. What? Come on. There we go. I wonder if you could yes. Did. We're online. We're online. Oh my god. This is not really necessary defense post. I mean the electrical post, but it's a good aesthetic thing to do, and I think it looks great. Those wires coming down right through there. So what I'm gonna do next is basically transfer all of our items from right there to there. And I'll be right back when I'm done. So I have... Oh, I forgot I have the jetpack. So I have finished moving all my items into the ME system, to the new ME system. So all of those items is equivalent to 20,000 items in 84 to be exact. We have all our items except for wood, and wood I've kept specifically here. If I need wood logs, I just shift left click those, so, and this is still functioning. And I have dug out a little cave system all the way there, going through, connecting it to our power station right here. I just love those little details, like, ugh. So what I want to do now is to destroy this, my starting platform in episode 2. It's gonna be sad. We have a lot of memories here, building, crafting stuff. So I'm gonna deconstruct this and I'll be back to you guys. And just like that, our platform is gone. Ouch. But what I wanna do is build a road over here. Basically, I have chipped some mud. Oh wait. Basically, I've chipped some mud to put as a road. I think it looks the most asphalt in my opinion. How are we looking? I think it could look good. Maybe with a bit of black stone. I mean deep slate. Maybe. For me, I think it doesn't look bad, but tell me guys what you think down below in the comment section. Because I'm not really contented with that texture as a road. The next thing I want to do is finish off the farm by decorating it with some gravel and some leaves all around here, replacing every inch or every block there is. Not really all of those blocks, but all around the farm. I think it would look great. And I'm planning to build, because there's gonna be a road down here. I think there's gonna be a gravel road some sort going through here, and I'm gonna keep that in mind. And I'm gonna build this road and I'm gonna get back to you guys when I'm done. It's gonna be a labor intensive task, dude. I need to finish this video and edit it out and upload it for you guys. In the last episode, we have built this. And also, we have crafted this to provide power for our refined storage unit. But in today's video, I have a plan. But before that, as you can see, in between episodes, I have successfully built a road. Whoop, wait. As you can see right here, I built a road for our upcoming factory district. Yeah, I'm gonna call this the factory district. And as you can see, I have framed the buildings that we're gonna build in the future, and I have signs for that. Another factory, or maybe an andesite farm. I don't know just yet. This is gonna be a super smelter and more factory. And this, I don't know. And I need your opinion on that and what we're gonna build. But for now, this is my super smelter, which has completely gone wrong. Oh, my bad. In today's episode, we're gonna be building a villager trading hall. I'm gonna put it right here on top of the barn. As you can see, I have floored the upstairs and the downstairs area. Don't mind that. I'm gonna cover that up. As you can see, I've floored this and I'm planning to put villagers right here against the wall and their professions. And that's what we're gonna do. As you can see here, there's a village right here that we're gonna take villagers from, and we have a waystone right there. So let's go fetch some villagers. Just like that, we have a villager. And I have to travel all the way to our base, which is 700 miles away. We have arrived. Just sit still, look pretty there. I know you don't have any professions, but you can stay here. I said stay! Okay. Stay there for now. Okay, what I'm planning is to put the lectern right there. In case the villager like so. And you, Liana, can come with me. Just like that. No, not project protection. Come on, dude. As you can see, I have gathered 2 villagers. And I'm gonna make... Yes. And I'm gonna make myself a villager breeder right now. Because I don't want to go back and forth, and demolish their population. Yes. So I'm gonna do that right now. And I'll go back. And I'll update you guys when I have finished the villager breeder farm. I successfully built a villager breeder. Look at this. They have babies. How cute. So I'm gonna let these 2 breed and I'll be back with you guys if I have enough villagers for the trading hall. So it's been a couple of hours since you saw the last clip. For those couple of hours, I have Silk Touch, Mending, Protection, and Name Tag, Fortune Tree, Feather Falling 4, Efficiency 5, and Looting Tree. And these 2 are in the process of getting unbreaking, but I've been at this for a couple of hours now, and still no unbreaking. Come on, give me unbreaking. As you can see, I'm freaking done. I don't want to keep doing this, and I have this efficiency and sharpness, and you're gonna be leveled up because I can't level you up because you are locked right now. And as you saw in the last clip, this villager breeder is doing just fine. I don't want that to be the whole episode of me breeding and getting some books from villagers. What I want to do now is build me a super smelter, but not in the vanilla way. As you can see here in Create, if you put a fan in front of a lava that will cook things. For example right here, I've set up some sort of a super smelter. Oh, and I just got rid of the lava. Okay, there we go, and there you go. So basically, you can put your items here and wait for them to smelt, but the thing is, this will smelt one or how many stacks you want. Basically, how many stacks you put in, that will smelt, and how many stacks you want. So let me give this a couple of seconds. I will turn into deep slate. And there we go, we have deep slate. As you can see, it's kinda super smelter, but I want to automate this. I can put items here and then expect the outcome right here. But I want to do that in the form of a building. I think this spot will just be fine. Yeah, and I'm gonna make me an andesite farm. If you don't know, basically to get andesite is flint, gravel, and lava crushing down with a mechanical press and a basin. Basically, you need a cobble generator and then something to crush it like a mill or crushing wheels, and basically a source of lava source. Yeah, a basic example is my andesite alloy farm, which I parted it off because it's causing my game so much lag. So basically, cobblestone generator is right here at the top. It's getting milled down to right here. It's getting washed. Oh yeah, forgot the part. You need something to wash it. That is getting washed here, and basically go to here to form andesite. Basically, we need to recreate the system, but it needs just andesite. So I'm gonna do that here in this slot. So before that, I wanna enchant my tools because it's gonna take me a long time to destroy dirt and things. Yeah, things. What I wanna get is some silk touch. Let me get books and emeralds real quick. Go, we have books. I want silk touch, have my shovel, and my pickaxe. Then mending and all of my things, basically armor, tools. So I need three. That's 7. I need 7 mending books, just like that. Brought 4 for my armor, and I'm out of emeralds. There's 1, 2, 3, and last number 4. Feather falling for my boots. I'm out of emerald again. Feather falling for my boots, and then efficiency for all my tools. Need 3 efficiency books. So I want to make myself some brand new tools. Look at me. I'm flashing. Now on to the building. This is the finished building. Let me give you a tour. So this is the outside of the building. I built it with granite, with rounded, tiny, and cracked. And then for the windows, I did tilted block stain and some square. And what I like about this building is the roof. Like, there's a glass roof on this thing. Like, you can see through. And this is the back part of the building. Like, it's like a normal type of building, but I have detailed it with frame slab edge. As you can see, it's like a girder. Then we have some, I don't know, some pillars, but it looks cool. And if you go inside, dude, this looks beautiful. We do cinematic cam. Like, damn, doesn't look that awesome. And from here, we do a second floor where all. Maybe I should put the super smelter here or the andesite farm here, and then the collection area here. That would be cool, I think. Then a tank can go up there on the roof, and I just love the roof, as you can see. So basically that's the build completed. Next, we're gonna make an andesite machine. So I already told you how to make andesite, and now we're gonna build it. Let's go. So I have finished the andesite farm. So let me show you. When you come through here to this door, as you can see, this is the machine that's giving me andesite. So I just finished it. As you can see, there's a lot of things going on, and let me take up my jetpack and go to free cam. So basically there's a cobble generator here, as you can see, and it's hooked up to the main power line, and then it's get crushed and then drops to these chutes where there is a lot of chutes, and then it's gonna go down to this mill, and then the mill is gonna crush it out. And then gravel will come down here when it's get washed. And same as here, it's gonna get washed, as you can see. And then it's gonna go through this brass funnel and this brass funnel, which is currently have gravel. I don't know why it has gravel. It has filters that prevents it. Oh, it's the other way around. Wait. There we go. It's working properly now. So when it's get washed, I'm gonna go to this brass funnel, which is preventing the gravel to enter from now. As you notice, there's 3 belts because there's 3 funnels up top. This is overkill. You can use andesite, but I prefer to use brass because I have a lot of brass. This line is responsible for the gravel. As you can see, gravel will go straight through here, not getting washed, and getting straight through here to this mechanical press, as you can see, and same as here. And what I love about this setup is the power is going straight through here to the tree farm, and then going straight through here and straight through here, then hooked up to the fence, and there is a lava generator down here. As you can see, there's a lot of cauldrons and there's a lot of dripstone. So basically this is the setup. As you can see, gravel, all the gravel that is not used right here is getting straight through here, is getting dumped to here, as you can see. Where in the future, or in the next episode, there's gonna be a line here and there's gonna be a line here that's gonna convert it to sand and then sand into glass, which we need a lot of glass in the future of this series. I didn't tell you this, but there is a rotational speed control right here and right there, because that controls the speed of the drills, because you don't want to speed up the drills that much because it will clog up your system. I learned that the hard way when I'm doing the iron farm, but this took maybe 30 minutes to construct, or maybe less, because I have to figure something out to make this work. In the last episode, we have built this and also this. In between episodes, I've been busy. So if you've been a long time follower of the series, you know this building. Basically, it's a biodiesel factory and it's responsible powering the entire factory district. So you're telling to yourself, why are we here? Because let me tell you something. I did some things that needed to be changed. For example, I added another row of generators and this threshold switch and this redstone link, which is connected to this clutch and this redstone link, as you can see. The reason for this is when this gets nearly empty, it would tell the clutch to kick in and start flowing fuel, biofuel to be exact, to these generators. This has been set. When it gets to 10%, it will fill up to 100 and then go back, and then when it comes to 10%, it will tell it to fill up to 100% again. Now I'm gonna show you what will happen. As you can see, the chest icon, and it's filling up this fuel, and as you can see, it's moving for a bit and then it shut off, and then because it's 100%, all of these generators. It's a pretty neat system, to be honest. And in between episodes, I continued the road down here and I built this. I built this in between episodes because this is gonna be our new tree plant deforestation camp, tree farm. So basically we're gonna destroy that old tree farm, which is getting me a lot of wood, and move it through here, which we're gonna have 4 different saplings planted, maybe oak, dark oak, maybe spruce, maybe birch. I don't know just yet, but I know is I need to do that because, as you can see here, this is gonna be a blaze farm, and I already have a design for this building, which is gonna be up here, which is gonna be the blaze farm, and I cannot do that right now because there's this tree farm which is blocking our way of making this said building. So without further ado, let's build the tree farm. By now you already know how to make a tree farm, but if you don't know, let me show you. First, you need to dig a 3x3 hole down beneath. Next is to put your water wheel and make sure you block here and you put your water there. Then you need some shafts, just like so. And make sure your mechanical bearing is flush on the grass. Next step is to build your frame. Make sure your sticky side is facing right here. Then build your farm as how many blocks you want. So I'm making mine 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This doesn't count. And make sure to super glue it, just like so. And get your mechanical saws and place them like so. Don't forget to glue this to there. Next is to build up 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And make sure to glue it all through here, just like so. At the back, get your deployers, just like so. If you place your deployers, there's gonna be a filter right here which you're gonna set. When you place the deployers, you need to grab your wrench and go underneath and just right click them all to make sure the filter is facing you, because if you don't, you can't access the filter. For example, right here, you can't access the filter to this deployer. So make sure to right click that with your wrench, and easy peasy. Next, get your saplings and place them in the filter slot. And next step, and don't forget to glue it to your machine. And the next step is to get yourself some chests or any storage you would like. I would prefer barrels because you can open them up just like so. But I'm gonna put my barrel right here. And also, I forgot, you need a portable storage interface. You need to place your portable storage interface facing this way. After you have placed your portable storage interface, you need a 1 block gap right here and place your andesite or any type of block, and then your portable storage interface facing that way. And you're gonna need the chest right here, but I'm not gonna put mine right here. I'm gonna put mine right here in the front where there is a 1 block gap, and I can put a chute right here, or and then a chest right here, and make sure to glue that in place. I'm gonna glue that to the top, and by now make sure your contraption is glued. Mine is. And just destroy this block right here. Oh, don't forget to get the block back, and just right click on the mechanical bearing to see if your machine has worked. As you can see, I didn't. Right click it again. As you can see, it's now working. This is how you build a tree farm. I'm gonna get this farm all sorted, and I'm gonna be right back when I finish it all. As you can see, we have finished the tree farm, but there's no saplings yet. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find some saplings that we're gonna build out of, and let's go on an adventure. In between episodes, I have made this little thing. It's called a nature's compass. Basically, it will find every biome in your world. As you can see, there's an endless amount of biome that we can explore, but I need a dark oak forest, and it has found a dark oak forest in this direction. Wait. Yeah, in this direction. So I'm gonna go to this. So I'm gonna find this dark oak forest, and I'll be right back with you guys. So along the way in the hunt for dark oak, we have found spruce and zombies. Yes. So I'm gonna need spruce for a future build that I'm not disclosing. So let me get a couple of these while we're here. I think that's enough. 55 saplings and a stack and almost 2 stacks of spruce logs. So let's go find our dark oak forest. We have discovered the dark oak forest and a birch forest right here next to each other. I'm gonna take both while I can. I think this should be enough for now, and we have a farm that can replant saplings and add more saplings in the future, and I don't want to risk my axe getting broke. So, for now, we're gonna go back to base and plant all of these saplings. And just like that, we're home. And hi, there's my Tasmanian devil. Hi. You're cute. So what I'm about to do now is stop this machine just like so. And this will be our spruce farm. Just like that. You're gonna be spruce. So you're gonna be dark oak. I think for the dark oak one, we're gonna be somewhat creative, because dark oak will only grow in a 4x4 pattern. So let me get creative with this real quick, and this is gonna be our dark oak farm. Basically, there's 4 corners that can be planted on, which is gonna be grass, and I have limited that to only 4 because it will not look symmetrical if I put another 4 right here. Well, I could, and another 4 right here. I could do that, but From this alone, we're gonna get a lot. And even if I have AFK right here, it's gonna produce a lot of wood. So next on the agenda, which is pretty basic, it's gonna be birch. I think birch is one of the most hated trees in Minecraft. I don't know why, but I think it is. Don't quote me on that. There we go. This is our tree farm going ham at it. But this is gonna be our permanent tree farm and I'm gonna decorate the whole place later. But right now we're gonna appreciate it. Look at those machines twirling. Right now I don't want to leave it as is because it looks ugly. Yes. I'm gonna decorate this place to look like a lumberyard where there's logs running about and then there's high fence areas and there's gonna be a cargo area somewhere right here, or maybe right here. Oh, that's actually an idea. Build a building right here and that will store our logs. Good idea. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I'm gonna be back with you guys. The finished lumberyard. Does it look pretty? So this is the lumberyard and that's what I'm calling it, the lumberyard. Basically I build a fence around it just like a real life lumberyard, and when you come through here there's a building and there's some constructions that's chopping down the tree, as you can see. But this is set for to be kept in their storage for now because we're gonna work on a system. If you come through here to this garage door, there's a hole right here that I dug out because I want to connect all of these. I want to have belts running through here and then chutes going up to their drawers. As you can see, I have placed them down right here and that should be pretty easy job, and let's just get to building. So this is the final design, which is I have the fence hooked up right there. As you can see, there's particles blowing up. And then this is still the same and that is still the same. So let's open up our gates, which is I'm gonna do oak first. Nope, not like that. Right click that. And that should, when this comes around, deposit the items, which we're gonna see right there. It's gonna deposit and let's go back down. And let's see if the oak is traveling through here. As you can see, the oak is right there. Here's the oak. Come on. Yes. It's taking a bit of time. And we should see it right here. Adding up. Yes, it is. A little slow, but it's working. So let's open all of this up. Here's some dark oak logs. As you can see, it's all working now. And we have our finished conveyor belt system that's carrying our logs to our storage unit. So this is our sorting facility done. As you can see, all the logs are here, all the cabinets, and I've furnished this with some tables and chairs and a carpenter's table, but I don't know what to put here. Right here I have decorated this and also this and all the way here, and I think it looks good. So we can get rid of this farm now and deposit the items from here to there. So this just look beautiful at night. Enough of the admiring. We have to make ourselves a blaze farm right here because our tools are not doing the best. I just repaired this and it cost me experience and diamonds. So I need to work on the blaze farm, which is the easiest spawner that we can get. So let me construct this blaze farm and I'll be back with you all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's done. Let me give you a tour of our new building inside. By the way, we have a visitor right here, Dwayne, which he have a sombrero, which I'm gonna take right now. Then right there. Hey! Oh my god, this is a big hat. When we enter the building, as you can see, I have decorated it all. We have a... That's loud. We have a glass table right here with some painting, with immersive paintings, and we have an office right here with another painting. And if you go right here, this is like the lounge area that you can sit. Hi. And we have another painting, and this is another office, which I like because I like this painting right here, and I like the placements of everything right there. And this is where the collection system is happening. So let me go upstairs and show you. So up the stairs, as you can see, I have built this glass dome, as you can say, glass box with tinted glass. So if you go through here and not get hit by the swords, oh, that hurts. Okay. So I'm gonna put spawners up here, maybe 3 of them or 1. Fans is controlled by a rotational speed controller underneath, and that is sending full speed to this. So if you go right here, if you're a blaze, if you go down here, instantly you will get decapitated. Yeah, let me, oh, ouch. So let me get some blaze spawner real quick from the nether, and I'll be right back. There's some terrapin here that traveled into the portal. Well, tough luck, buddy, tough luck. Okay, what are you? Oh, that's creepy. What the? A drop bear? That's a quest? Damn, that's creepy. Drop bear claws? Hey. Right there. Just like that. Take you. Just like that. I think we're done. Come on. Last, please. There we go. The future I can put looting or unbreaking in those swords, but for now I'm good. As you can see back here, there's some brass funnels with filter that tells the brass funnel do not eject the swords. So basically, it's a self-sufficient farm right here in a big room, and all the space we can do right here in the future. Now, why are we building an item slash fluid facility? Because I wanna keep my fluids and my items in the same place. For example, I want my network storage to be here, all of it here, and my items fluids, for example, lava, biodiesel, and maybe water, or any types of fluids in one space, so I can go there, check on my fluids, and check if it's full or not. But before that, I've been busy. So in between episodes, I've been AFK up there for a couple of hours, maybe 5 hours or 6 hours, and I've been collecting some blaze rods and some experience. The experience goes to here, to this disenchanter, goes to this fluid pipe, and then this into this tank. As you can see, we have 59,642 millibuckets of XP. That's 52 buckets worth of experience. So if I want to get my experience out, I just hold this, get my experience just like that. As you can see, simple. If I want to repair my tools, you just hold it and then hold this. And with mending, I can easily repair all my tools. And if I don't want this experience right now, I can just disenchant it right here, and I can just train all of my XP, as you can see. And the blaze farm is doing good, no hiccups or whatsoever. And I added a switch right here that kills all of the deployers and the fans, so I could do some maintenance inside of there. Let me turn that back on. Actually, I'm gonna turn that off because I'm not gonna AFK here. And what I noticed in between episodes is, oh, I added a switch right here to turn off this. What I noticed in between episodes, I shrunken the size of the diesel engines. As you can see, there are only 3 rows. Previous episode there are 5, but we're making a lot of stress units. As you can see, our total capacity is 229,376 stress units. But this line is only doing 14,336 units. So 14,336 times 3 is only 43,008. But this is 229,000. which is what I like about these diesel engines, because over time they increase the stress units. I don't know, is that a feature or a bug? Let me know in the comments section down below. But on to today's episode, we're gonna be building a building. So I have marked it right here. I only have a frame where I'm gonna build it, and this is the right dimension. As you can see, it's overlapping these two buildings right here, because I'm planning I'm gonna have a pathway all around here at the back, and then there's gonna be another building right here, and another building right over here, and another building right over here in the near future, so we can expand our factory district. So that's enough of me talking. Let's go to building this building. Finish building the building. Let me give you a tour in the inside of the building I just built. So when you enter the building, as you can see, it's not finished just yet because I don't know what to put on our ceiling. If we go through here, we have stairs going down. This is where gonna be all the item transport and the fluid transport is gonna be happening. And if we go through here, we have a stairs going up and up. Going here, there are offices right here that I have decorated. As you can see, I manage this place. And same right here, there's an office right here. And right here, I don't know, maybe a storage room or something. And as you can see, there are ceilings that are not done because I don't know what to put in the ceilings. And I need your opinion down below in the comment section what to put as a ceiling block. And if you come through here, maybe this will be my temporary like bedroom or something. And through here, this spot right here is gonna be my ME system. And as you can see, there are massive fluid tanks back here holding 648 millibuckets worth of fluids, and I'm thinking this is gonna be lava, water, and biofuel right here. And yeah, that is the building. Actually, there's gonna be a third floor, but I don't know what to put there. I ran out of ideas. So I'm just gonna move my storage just like so. Put a temporary block down. Let's go put a controller there. Disk drives like that. Let's get our crafting grid just like so. Let's put this on top just like that, and their controller just like that. And we don't currently have power. We have, but it is disappearing. We don't have it hooked up right now. Let's put the wireless transmitter back here with all the upgrades. And in between episodes, I have built me a portable drill with enchantments. That's basically it. So I'm gonna hook up power to this, which I'm gonna build me some more energy lines. And I'll be back with you guys. I've finished cabling up. As you can see, I built another electrical post right here and right here, connecting so right here to the side of the building and connecting it through our ME system. What I want to do next is pretty simple actually. I want to make me a 64K drive, another one, because this is gonna be not enough when I'm done with putting all of our stuff. For example, andesite right there, and our andesite alloy and andesite right there. And I need to make a fluid storage, I think. I don't really know how that works. Let me do a little search. Yeah, there is a fluid storage disk. I know it stores fluid, but I don't know how. But I wanna store our fluids right here so I can easily access them down below or put them or in another system. And I wanna make an infinite supply of these things right here: plant oil, biodiesel, and ethanol. And it's gonna connect to these tanks right here and right here. And also I'm gonna make, in the next episode, I have to make cave system going from the tree farm all the way through here using belts, and also the blaze farm and its experience. In the last episode, we have built this and also this. But in today's episode, we are gonna build a port. So what do you mean by building a port? As you can see, our base is kind of stranded on water, as you can see. So what I want to do is build a port around this so it doesn't look weird. And in between episodes, as you can see behind me, there is a road. So what I'm planning to do here, this is our factory district. So when you come through here, there's gonna be an intersection that goes right here through another district, maybe a city or I don't know, whatever. Maybe some shops that sells the goods that we produce right here, but I don't know. But what I want to do here in the port, I want to build something medieval, like in the 19th or the 18th century kind of thing. And I have an idea on what to build, and we have a load of dark oak saplings. As you can see right here, we have 8,510 dark oak, or we can use spruce, but I prefer to use dark oak because we have so many. But I don't know if that's gonna contrast with our tough bricks, so I'm just gonna grab a couple of those. I think that should be enough for now. Speaking of, let me upgrade my backpack real quick to diamond, if I can upgrade it to diamond. Is there a diamond backpack? Yeah, there is. I just need to surround it with diamond, and I'm gonna get my items and start somewhere real quick. That could work just like that, and grab the diamonds. Is there an emerald backpack? No. Let's see. So there's gold, diamond, and netherite. So next tier is netherite. Well, I can't craft that as of now because we don't have access to that. But I think, yup, that's massive for now. There we go. Let's put our stuff in real quick, and just like that. Look at my bag, it's blue. So I'm gonna work on this and come up with a concept idea on what to build, and I'm gonna be back with you guys what I have created. We have our design right here. As you can see, I have picked some smooth stone, some frame slabs, and some frame stairs. As you can see, this is the main road. It's gonna be going right through here, and it's gonna go down here to the port where everything is gonna be on the water. Duh. Then I put some indentation right here. I think this is our design. To be honest, I like it, especially the stuff blocks. But I don't know about the dark oak. Maybe I should continue it on. But for now, I'm gonna keep extending this until there. And yeah, let's get to building. So I have finished the part, as you can see. Let me give you a tour. Hi. So what I've done, as you saw in the montage, I have completed it all around through here, but I don't know what to do right over here because there are trees. I could deconstruct the trees and bring the port right over through here to our tomato farm. As you can see, there is an incline right here, and I don't want to deal with that right now because there's gonna be a road down here going through our next district, and I don't want this to complicate with that. So that's gonna be it for today. The port is looking mighty fine, as you can see. I need your suggestion down below on what I could add in the port. Maybe some things down here that will cover up this land or the water, because right now it looks kind of funky without anything below it. As you can see, there's a monkey down there. But yeah, as you can see, this didn't take a long while, maybe 30 minutes or an hour. But what I want to do right now is, like I said in the last episode, if you didn't see that episode, it's gonna be a link down below. But for now, I want to connect up all our items into our storage network. How I would do that, I don't know, but I have a pretty rough idea on what to do. As you can see, if you go down here, there is a lot of rooms. I want to connect those rooms into different kind of sectors. For example, andesite is going, there's gonna be a brass funnel here, or a belt maybe going down there, going to this building, and the iron farm is going through below, right here, going down below, going through our storage network, same as our andesite and our blaze farm. But maybe the blaze farm I should do because it's super close, it's just next door. What I could do is, as you can see in the last episode, I made a portable drill. This will dig a 3x3 area, just like that. And that will go into the next section, I think. I don't know just yet, but that is the plan. Let's go from the center. Let's tunnel bore. But I don't want to bore you guys with finding every cave there is, and I'm gonna be back with you guys with some progress. That we have our blaze farm right here. What I could do is put some chute. I can put a chute down there that will collect our blaze rod and our experience, and this I'm gonna move it to right there. What I could do is build some chutes, and then a belt will carry the items through right here. What you can see is there is a gearbox right here that's helpful because that will run a belt. I could just connect a vertical gearbox, another one right there, and that will do its job. So what I would do is some chutes. I have a lot of chutes. That's helpful. So I want to destroy you for now and put some chutes right there. That will shoot out. I'm gonna bring it all down to right there, and I'm gonna do a shaft and some belts. Put it right over here. I can reach. I think it will reach. Yeah, it will reach. Because we're gonna have a vertical gearbox right here. Gearbox, which I'm gonna craft into a vertical, and that is spinning the opposite direction. Nice. So what I could do is make it like this. There is a gear shift and a vertical gearbox, which is controlling which direction that is. So I'm gonna make a gear shift right now, and I am gonna be back with you guys. So as you can see here, this is done actually. So if I clear this filter, that will drop the items into the belt, as you can see down below, and that will transport it to right here. And what I can do is, I don't know just yet because I want it hooked up right here. What I could do is put a drawer right here, and that will connect up to our ME system. Experimenting, right? So what I need is an importer and a drawer. So let me get a drawer which can hold two items, so I can just do that. Nope. I need myself a temporary block like so, just like that. And I need a brass funnel, just like so. That will hook up to that drawer. And I need an importer right there, and a cable running up through the ceiling. I don't have enough, so I'm just gonna make more cables, just like so. And if I input some items, for example this enchanter, that will hook up and straight into our ME system, as you can see. Let me try that one more, and let's search this enchanter. There it is. So it's a pretty basic setup. What I could do is release all the items right here. As you can see, just right click those. That will fall into our thing. As you can see, that will go in straight into the drawer. And if you search blaze rod, we have 4 currently. Well, this will transport it. It will bump up to how many those are. And let's do a nugget, and let's do a drawer key. That will lock it, and quantify key. There we go. I think we can do some upgrades right here, like a speed upgrade, I think. Yeah, some speed upgrades right here, which is an upgrade and some sugar, and it's pretty easy. Let's see if we can make it. Just like that, we have a speed upgrade, and we can put it up there. Hopefully this will make it faster. Dead, but we need a lot. I think the max is 3, I think. So let's try to make 3 of this. Just like that, we have a full range of speed upgrades, and it's going a lot faster, as you can see. Let's set this to 64. And we can do it an upgrade, I think. Yeah, we have 25 of these. So let's max that out. And how many blaze rods do we got? 500 and still counting. And this system works. There you go. I'm gonna do this to all the networks above, all our items, the iron farm, the andesite alloy farm, the andesite farm, and this should be pretty easy. Also, I'm gonna get some lava and experience from the blaze farm as well. I'm gonna put it in a tank, and I'll be right back. It's done. So let me give you a tour. So basically, this is from the iron, the tree farm, and the andesite alloy farm. So if we go down here, we have a door, a secret door. As you can see, there's 3 belts. One is elevated for the tree farm, so it doesn't collude with this. So if you go through here, this is the iron farm. As you can see, there's chutes all the way going down. And if you go through here, this is the andesite farm, as you can see right here. And this is the tree farm setup. Let me show you. So basically, you go through here, you go down here, and then up here. It's basically the same setup as we did in that area, but basically this is all shortened to accommodate all the farms. So we have separate lines for them so it doesn't interfere with one another. As you can see, it goes to this belt, to the single belt, goes down, then goes up, then connect to this line, and basically go to here and go to this brass funnel. Basically simple, basically a belt and a chute, and I need to add a chute right here. But because this will not function, just so my OCD not be angry. So basically, and if we go to the other side, right here, as you can see, it's all working. The andesite farm is working, all the iron nuggets from the andesite farm is working. If we go through here, as you can see, all the iron nuggets are going into the belt and going through this andesite funnel, going down to the chutes and going to the belt that delivers it. Then same thing as the andesite, goes down here and basically goes down to the belt, goes down here, as you can see, into this conveyor belt and goes to the brass funnel. It's fairly easy, simple stuff. But what I can do in the next episode is hook up like an exporter right here into a disenchanter that will convert the nuggets of experience into liquid experience, so we can harvest those. Speaking of, we have 100 of experience so far by me just being around, and as you can see, we have maxed out almost to 64k, so I made another 4. It's pretty simple actually to make, but it's time consuming by smelting and crafting. 1k, 4k, 16k, you know the drill. Actually, I'm impressed with the amount of items, especially the tree farm. 2 64ks is just enough, and actually it's more than enough. We have 17k wood, 10k gravel. I don't know what to do with that. 1k with iron. And basically, this is all our stuff in one unit. This is actually pretty good. So the next episode will be expanding this to our city district right over there in the savannah biome. That's gonna be one hell of an episode. And we have made it to episode 10 of this series. You can see we have built massive factories with construction, and we have a flour factory, an andesite factory, a blaze farm, an alloys, an andesite alloy factory, an iron farm, and then our storage unit, the farm and tree farm. That's a lot of farms, and we're gonna expand sooner than ever. But for now, this is a milestone for us. As you can see, our factory district is growing, not just by items, but as you can see, we're expanding it slowly but surely, making this into a city. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have anything to say, leave it in the comment section down below. So it's me, Chili, signing out.